Hello, Barmy Badger Army. Welcome to today's show. Hope we're alright, guys. Welcome to another edition of The Quest for the Silver Plaque. And, of course, the unemployment bit. Which wasn't intentional, but hey-ho, at least it's given me an oomph to start this series again. As of today, I'm officially unemployed again. Oh, joy. I was rumoured, and now the rumours have been, of course, concreted, which is a real shame, but you have to push forward. Second time in about 5 months, so I'm not doing something right here, am I, guys? So if you've got any employment tips, please do tell me in the comments, because I need as much help as possible. Interviews I seem to have knocked down and sorted out, but it's actually keeping the job, which apparently is harder than you think. I laugh. It's a nervous laugh. It's painful. I don't quite know where I went wrong, because you have my word. I didn't swear, didn't say anything derogatory, did everything by the book, didn't do anything inappropriate, of course. So God knows what happened. Perhaps I was just being too much like Badger. Who knows? But maybe I was just too much myself. And sometimes being a Scorpio and everything doesn't really help. So yeah, sometimes if your face doesn't fit, nowadays there's 100 people behind you waiting to get that job, isn't there? So we just have to dust ourselves off and hope that something else comes along fairly soon. If not, I'll be annoying you guys every day, constantly, until something happens. So yay on that one. So I hope you guys enjoy lots of content, because I have to fill my time somehow, otherwise I'll go insane, won't I? Anyway, so if you've got any tips or tricks or ideas for me about employment, how to keep a job and all these sorts of things, hit me up in the comments and let me know some tips and tricks. Honestly, I'll appreciate it. Anyway, moving on to the next part of the show, which is of course a YouTube update. And today we have found, thanks to a friend of the show, we found a new camera style app to use on iPhone. I'm going to give that a go, see what that's like. Please do tell me if you think the picture quality is good on here as well, and let me know. It seems to be working quite nicely now, but I won't know until it's uploaded. So please hit me up and tell me about it on there. And of course I've got my light in the background, which really is helping. I do need to fix up the two, so I've got two at once, so I think that makes it ultra good. For now I'm only using the one, which I shouldn't. I should use two. Another thing is I have used some of the bits and pieces and scrounged together some pennies to get a new green screen. Now you might think, why do you need a green screen, Badger? Well, it enhances the films, it enhances the vlogs, and of course it makes everything look a lot more professional. And if we want the films to be more professional, and we want to put locations in that we can't afford to go to, and different backgrounds that we can't afford to do per se, then we need it to add that ultra bit of the film. And that does add a bit of realism to it as well. And escapism. You know, it's very hard to create a train station or a wizarding school or an FBI crime scene when you've not really got the money or the resources to create those naturally. So a green screen does help with that. And I'm forever grateful. And it is going to be one of these ones that stands up as well. So it's going to be able to stand up, and I'm going to be able to sit down and use that. And not only will that be great for the films, like I'm saying in the vlogs, but I'm hoping to use that as a bit of a good resource for the wrestling channel that we're creating at the minute. And with that, it'll mean that I'll be able to use a lot more professionalism on there. And of course it'll have the same Badger style, but it'll just be a bit more professional and a bit more edited here and there to fit the modern market. And I think that's part of the fun, really, isn't it? If you can sort of change things up and fit it towards a different market, hopefully we'll get some new subscribers in, we'll get some new people coming and going in that to both channels, and it should work out nicely. So a big shout out to the person that's going to be editing all those bits and pieces for me. Indeed. So yeah, that's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to the wrestling channel when it gets put out. It's going to be really great. On some other news, Ballamore on 2 is definitely in the works now. We're over halfway through editing and sorting it all out. So that is coming along really nicely. I'm very proud of how well that's going, and I can't wait to see it myself. It's going to be one of these things where I haven't seen any of the footage yet, apart from the footage that me and Nick and Swaley and, of course, Time Bunny and Idris filmed. I think it was last summer or the summer before. Some of it was last summer, some of it was summer before. So, you know, it's going to be one of these things where it's all going to come together nicely, and it should all work out really great. I'm looking forward to that. And in some other news, which is awesome, Andy and myself are starting up the podcast again. Andy's podcast starts up again tonight, and that is going to be fantastic. So that's the Sci-Fi Film Podcast, and Andy has asked me to come along as a permanent co-host, at least for a bit, and I am, of course, more than grateful, and I can't wait to see how that goes. I'm not going to reveal what films and everything we're reviewing tonight, because I want you guys to tune in, but please do check it out. I'll be putting the suggestion up on the community tab, so that's something to look forward to. Also, before I go in some streaming news, we are hoping to stream Resident Evil Requiem when it comes out, so fingers crossed on that. Fingers crossed. So please, if you want to help the show and help us get to that target, you know what to do. Cameo, Super Chat, become a member, PayPal me if you want, all the business. You know what to do if you want to help the show. So thank you very much, everyone. It is much appreciated, okay? Indeed. So, and on, of course, the last little bit of the quest for the Silver Plaque, I'm going to be trying to promote the channel as much as possible. While I've got the free time, I'll be telling a lot more people about it. I'll be going on all the different groups and promoting it and all that sort of thing. So if you've got any ideas or you've got any friends that you think would like the show, please do tell them about it and let them know to subscribe, like, share, hype, all the business. As honestly, it really does help. And I really appreciate all the new people that are coming in from all the shorts. And I really appreciate all the old school viewers that pop in and out. And it's lovely to see you all. But please, please, for the love of goodness, share the show. Right? That is what people forget to do. And that is the most important thing. The sharing and the liking. And the having the show on in the background while you're doing your ironing or something. That is the sort of thing that really helps. Alright? Because obviously, at the minute, unfortunately, with lower members, you know, the current economic climate and all that sort of thing is hard. So the main source of income at the minute for the channel is the ad rev. So, and that is a painful place to be in. There isn't a YouTuber out there, famous or no, that will tell you that that is a painful place to be in, that you're just relying on the ad rev. That is a tough spot. So please, 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 watch as many ads as you can. Become a member if you can, and of course, you know, do all the business. It really helps the show and would help, obviously, me in a really tight spot at the minute. And I really appreciate that, everyone that even just watches 5 minutes of the show. Because I'm in a real tight spot at the minute. As I said earlier on, lost a second job in 5 months. Not great. Need as much help as possible. Even if you just watch 10 of the vlogs and watch some of the vids, it really does help. Honestly. Thank you very much, everyone. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.